Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. Today, we are going to be working on our core. We're going to start on our backs. So, getting yourself comfortable, maybe lift your hips up a little bit, having your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, setting your hands onto that beautiful belly. Closing your eyes, taking some time here to go inside, checking in to see how your body is feeling today. And as I mentioned, we're going to focus on our core. So as you breathe, let's breathe all the way into those hands. Allowing your hands to expand, sink back down. And just giving some love down into your belly. Maybe taking your hands and making a nice circle with your hands on your belly. And then the other direction. And then bringing your hands down by your sides, setting your heels up underneath your knees, making sure your spine is nice and long. You're gonna push into the heels, lifting that belly up, hips up, making sure your neck has enough room. Taking a few breaths here. And then slowly lowering back down. We'll do that one more time as you belly up, hips up, lifting them up. And then slowly lowering back down. And then just letting your knees slowly go from side to side, maybe bringing your hands back to your belly. Doing little windshield wipers. And then back to center. We're going to take our arms and bringing those hands behind our head, letting the elbows relax down onto the mat. Maybe using your thumbs to massage your neck. Maybe taking your head to the right and back to center and then over to the left. And back to center again. So elbows are nice and wide. We're going to lift the head up, keeping your lower back into the mat, belly button pulling in, and having your nose pointing up towards the ceiling. Chin slightly tucked, making sure that you're still breathing here. And then maybe lifting your feet off the floor, making sure your back is still supported. If you feel your backs come up, might bring your knees in a little bit, keeping your shoulders off the mat, elbows nice and wide. And then slowly lowering back down, keeping those legs up. On your next exhale, let's come back up. And then as you inhale, lowering back down. Exhale, lifting. And inhale, lowering. Moving with your breath. Making sure there's no strain on your neck. And we'll do 4 more. Pulling that belly button in, moving back and forth with your breath. Beautiful. And let's lower back down, letting your feet come back to the mat. Letting your knees just open up into little butterfly. We'll take our hands to our belly and just give it a nice little pat. Rubbing that belly. Sending some love into those muscles. And then bring the knees back together. Let's bring the hands back behind our head again. We're going to take it a little deeper, so bringing those knees up, if it works for you. If it's too intense, you can bring your feet back down to the floor. And then we'll lift the head, the shoulders up off the mat, keeping that chin tucked in, looking up. Taking a breath here. And then releasing your hands back so they're facing towards the back of the mat. We're going to take those arms over to the left, keeping your belly, your shoulders engaged. Taking the right toes to the ceiling. And then lowering that leg down nice and slow. Lifting the knee back in and taking the foot up. Lowering back down. And again, making sure you're breathing here. And we'll do 3 more like this on this side. Engaging the core. And then bringing that knee in. Let's bring both arms around the knee, gently rocking from side to side. And we're going to do the other side. So bringing your hands out, arms out, bringing your shoulders up off the floor, chin tucked in. We'll take the arms up and over to the other side. We're going to take the left toes to the ceiling and then lowering that leg all the way down. Bringing the knee in and up. Lowering down, keeping that breath going, maybe smiling here because it feels so good. And we'll do 3 more. Firing up that core. And let's do the last one. Beautiful. Let's bring those knees in, letting your head rest down. Nice rock from side to side. Bringing your feet back down to the mat. Let's let the knees open up. We're going to bring our arms back behind our head again. We're going to do little butterfly crunches. So lifting your head up, shoulders up, keeping the elbows wide. Maybe looking up towards the ceiling. You want to really engage this core here. So pulling it down towards the floor. And then we'll just do little mini pumps, pumping up and down. As you come up, you're exhaling. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting yourself rest down, bringing those knees in. Bringing the right knee into your chest, left leg stretching out. And then switching sides. And then slowly bringing the knees in for a hug. We'll roll to our side, coming back onto our hands and knees. Getting the wrists underneath the shoulders, coming into our table pose. And then going back and forth with your breath. As you exhale, rounding your back to the ceiling, inhale, letting the belly sink down. Should feel really good on that core that we just worked. And then coming back to center, let's curl the toes under, bringing the hips up towards the ceiling, nice downward facing dog. Pulling your belly button in towards your spine, getting nice and long, head resting between your arms. Heels coming down towards the mat. And then we'll slowly walk up to the top of the mat, hanging out over your hips. And bend your knees. Let's roll ourselves all the way up. Beautiful. Shoulders roll back and down. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, folding over those hips. As you inhale, let's come halfway up. And exhale, fold. We're going to take the left leg back towards the back of the mat, coming into a nice low lunge as you lower that knee, flattening out your foot, having both hands on either side of your foot. Sinking into those hips. And engaging your core here, let's reach the arms all the way up. Nice big arms, squeezing those thighs together, keeping your balance. And then bring the palms together and all the way down to your heart. We'll do a little twist here, taking the left elbow to the right knee, right elbow coming up, beautiful. Twisting it out here. And then coming back to center, let's bring the hands back to the mat. Curling the back toe, lifting your knee and rocking forward, hanging out over your hips. And let's set the belly onto our thighs. We're going to reach the arms out, coming into a little chair pose. Pulling that belly button in. And then bring the hands back to your heart center. Let's do a twist here. Left elbow comes across. Right elbow up. Beautiful. And then back to center. And the other side. Right elbow across. Left elbow up. And back to center, bringing your hands back to the mat, straightening out your legs, folding over your hips. Taking a breath or two here. And then stretching that right leg back, knee down to the mat, sinking into our low lunge. And squeezing those thighs, engaging your core. Let's reach up. And bringing the palms together back to your heart center. And taking the right elbow across, left elbow up. And then back to center, bringing your hands back to the mat. Let's take that left leg back, coming into child's pose, taking a well-deserved rest here. You can have your knees open a little bit so you can get a little closer to the mat. Letting your head rest, taking a few breaths. And then coming forward, let's lay all the way down onto our bellies, bringing our hands underneath our forehead, elbows extended. Feeling that beautiful belly, feeling the pulsation, the energy there as you rest here for a moment. And then bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows tucking in. We'll just come into a little baby cobra and lowering back down. And then lifting up, just listening to your body and back down. And this time, lifting up, taking your feet and your hands off the mat if you can. And lowering back down. And then pushing yourself back again into our child's pose. And we'll come back up. Let's lay back down onto the mat. With your knees bent again. And this time we'll take our hands underneath our hips, bringing the feet off the floor, having your shins parallel to the mat. Pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Let's draw a line parallel to the floor with our heels, stretching those legs out. And then bringing them back in. And stretching them out. And bringing them in. Let's do 3 more like that. Stretching out. Pulling that belly button towards your spine. Getting our core nice and strong. Helps to keep our back nice and healthy. And then bringing those knees back. We're going to take the hands behind the head again. And we'll stretch that right leg out, taking your right elbow across to the left knee. And then bringing it in, we'll switch sides. Back again. Moving with your breath, nice and mindful. And let's do 4 more. And 3, 2, and last one. Bringing those knees in, letting the head relax down, and we'll just rock again from side to side. Keeping your right knee in, let's stretch the left leg out, maybe pointing and flexing your feet, making a few circles. And then resting the left leg on the floor, let's take our left hand onto the right knee. We're going to come into a twist here, slowly letting that right leg come towards the left side. Having your right arm stretched out into a T shape or a cactus shape and looking over towards that right arm. Sending your breath all the way down the length of your spine. Just allowing yourself to relax and unlock here. And then we'll slowly come back up, keeping your right knee bent, letting it float down towards the right. So we're coming into a lying tree pose. Having your hands onto your belly, we're going to do a little massage here. So starting at the left rib cage and just massaging down towards your left hip. Seeing if there's any lumps or bumps that need to be moved along. And then we'll take our fingers over to the right side, right hip. And then up to the right rib cage. Just moving in a circle, massaging all those internal organs, getting the digestive tract working for you. And then we'll bring that right knee back up. Let's stretch that leg out, bringing the left knee in for a little hug. Maybe rotating your ankles. And when you're ready, we'll do a twist on this side. So right hand on the left knee, bringing it across the body, left arm stretching out. Looking to the left. Just allowing yourself to be here. Breathing all the way down into that belly. And then releasing the left leg, letting it float down into that lying tree pose. Just bringing both hands back to your abdomen. Breathing back into your hands. Sending some love and gratitude into your abdomen. And then we'll stretch the left leg out. Let's reach both arms overhead, taking a nice, big, full belly breath. And maybe letting out a sigh. Bringing your arms slowly down by your sides. Closing your eyes here in corpse pose. Allowing all of those poses to integrate. Noticing the energy flowing through your body. Noticing the tingling in your fingers, your toes, your legs, your arms, your stomach. Sending each loving breath all the way down into your belly. Gradually getting your inhale and your exhale to be equal lengths. And then slowly beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bringing the knees in nice and slow. Maybe placing a hand on each knee and making some circles with your knees. And then the other direction. And then we'll slowly roll to the side, bringing yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment with your eyes closed, reaching the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And then we'll bring our hands together at our heart center, taking a collective breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in and out. May you all have a very beautiful day today. Namaste.